Welcome to the Bottom Shelf Bonanza.
Hello, I'm Ed O'Mara, and this is the Bottom Shelf Bonanza. I'm trying to drink every single whiskey on the bottom shelf at my liquor store and tell you which ones are decent and worth your money and which ones deserve to be forgotten forever. So, today we've got Ayden Lally. This is one of the first Irish whiskeys we've had on this, if not the first. It's a blended Irish whiskey. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of information about this one. Now, I try to do my research before I get on here. I can't find a whole lot about this. It's imported by a group called Vision Wine and Spirits out of New Jersey. Best I can tell, this is probably Bushmills malt blended with grain whiskey. Reason I think that is because it does say finest 1607 blend. Now, I'm pretty sure the official date for Bushmills being the first licensed distillery was 1608, but I don't know, what's a year after all? It's a 3-year-old whiskey. It goes through all the regular stuff you would expect with a cheapo, blended whiskey that they just bought some Bushmills malt for. It just kind of says it's smooth, it's mellow, it's got, a vaguely old-timey Gaelic-looking label. It's nothing too interesting in the labeling or in the story, but we'll see how it is. It smells nice. It smells fine. It smells honeyed, a little bit of fruitiness. I would almost go far as to say dates, but it's not really even dates. Like, there's just a hint, the tiniest hint of fruitiness. It's not a lot of fruitiness there. It's kind of just honeyed, slight vanilla, slight dried fruit. Yeah, it's just very easygoing and pleasant on the nose. Yeah. Very much so on the taste as well. I definitely think whatever malt they had in this was done in some sort of second or third fill sherry cask, because I do get a little bit of that raisininess. It's not bad. It tastes like honey, floral, little bit of sherry fruit, all good things. Not bad at all. It's a little thin. It's got some young tasting graininess, kind of that sparkly grain whiskey taste, but overall, really not bad. The only thing I would worry about, is the price point. See, you may see there, this says $23.99. It's got a red X on it. At my liquor store, the one I work at, we put X's on things for closeout, and then you get it half off. So this was costing $12. It originally costed $24. I don't know if I'd pay $24 for this. There's some things like Johnny Red, maybe even base Jamesons, that I would rather drink this than them. But in the Irish whiskey category, are there other things around the $25 to $30 price point that are better than this? Yeah. But for $12, buying this at half price, that's a steal, actually. This actually reminds me a lot of Irish Manor, which is something we did a while back. I wouldn't be surprised if these two, Ayden Lally and Irish Manor, made by the same people or made in a similar way, Bushmills malt, grain whiskey. They're both kind of just easygoing sipper slash mixer that you really don't have to think about too hard. You can just drink it. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's interesting or great, but you could do a lot worse when you're trying to buy something off the bottom shelf. So, take that for what you will. But this has been the Bottom Shelf Bonanza on the Rot Gut Review. We'll be We'll be back next week. Not we'll be next week back. Maybe we'll be both. I don't know. But we will have another video doing more bottom shelf whiskey next Wednesday or sometime, whenever I get around to it. Probably next Wednesday. Until next time, though, make sure to stay tuned, stay safe, stay subscribed, and stay rotten.